Hi, Minesh Baxi here. And like I have said before, I love young entrepreneurs. These are people who have the desire to break out of the box. And we have such an example here with me, Byrd. Byrd, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Well, your story was amazing when I met with you. And I was like, wow, I'm so glad to hear your story. Because you are somebody who is an example that I'm looking for more people to follow. My opinion is a lot of people are spending time taking too long to learn skills.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me a little bit about how you, at a young age, wanted to start becoming an entrepreneur.
It all started like before I even graduated high school. Like I already knew that, responsibilities and bills and everything was going to slam on me as soon as I graduated. So I was always trying to figure out what can I do so that I can live a financially free life. My mom, she raised me by herself. My dad passed away when I was 2. So she raised me and my brother by herself. She went through college, pregnant with me, went through college and got her degree and became an RN at Beaumont. And she's been working there for a long time and supported us. I never had to worry about food or if I was going to eat tonight. She took care of me, and I wanted to make sure that I got a job where I was able to do better than her so I can retire her as soon as possible because she definitely deserves it.
Wow.
So
every parent listening to must be saying, I wish my son was like this, right? And how old are you right now?
I'm 18 right now.
So people, 18 is not too late to start, right?
No,
it's not too early either, obviously.
I see it as the perfect time to start. As soon as you're out of high school, you should start because why wait,
So here is my opinion. And obviously a lot of people don't agree with me. I think most education today is a lot more expensive than it needs to be. And the reason I'm bringing that up is most people will go into college, they'll have thousands and thousands of dollars, quite often in debt, and they'll spend 4 years. And after that 4 years, they don't really have enough actually skill. Because I believe education should create marketable skills and the ability to get results.
Right.
You found a course like that. So tell us more about that.
So I was actually just scrolling on YouTube, and I saw this ad for this guy, and he was like, I know you guys seen like plenty of courses around, and I seen a plenty too, and I was like, I don't trust it. But this one just like kind of stood out for me. He was talking about marketing and showing like he gave me so much information just from that one ad. I was like, okay, well, if he gave this much information, I could have ran with that information alone. So I was like, I got to see what else he's talking about. I'm a big risk taker, and I think that's what makes me my key trait of being an entrepreneur is because I'm not afraid to take a risk, and just take a gamble just to see it through. And so he had this whole course set out and teaching people how to be their own independent marketer and do freelance and all that. And so I talked to the guy, and he was like, yeah, so we got it for like $360 something for the course, and then it's paid off. And I was like, I can't really pay it right now because I spent my check. I'm 18, so of course I spent my check already. And I was like, I can do it next month. And he was like, no, if you're an entrepreneur, then you should be able to get your money as soon as you need it. And I said, oh, well, okay then. So I asked all my friends, all my family, donations, please, begging, all that. I don't like asking for money, but I had to. Nobody gave me a dime. I didn't get a single dollar from anybody. So I was like, okay, well, I got to figure this out some way. So me and my girlfriend, we went house to house, knocking on doors, asking for bottles. We were literally just asking for bottles, and we collected $300 something worth of bottles and took them all back, and I was able to pay for my course like that.
Isn't that amazing? So what did I say? Education is about developing a marketable skill and the ability to get results.
Yeah.
So what this person coached you in was, hey, you are not able to get results, you can't be an entrepreneur.
Right, exactly.
And then you found a way to get results. And become an entrepreneur. Isn't that what it's all about?
Yeah.
And that's what I think most schools, colleges are not teaching people. And that's where I was so impressed when I heard about you, the way you got started in your business, and you are now able to actually help a lot of companies as well. We'll talk about that in a minute. But let's go back to the story part of it. In my opinion, you had a desire. Now, what made you say, okay, I don't want to go to college. I don't want to go through what other people are going through because it's different. So people must have obviously not supported you right away either. Tell me, was there any pushback? How did people perceive you?
My mom was like a firm believer of you go to college, you get your degree, you get the job you want. That's what it was. And for a long time I wanted to be a lawyer. And then as I grew older, I was like, that's a lot of schooling, which equals a lot of debt. And I did not want to live a debt life. Like, that's not the life I wanted to live. I knew I wanted to live a free life where I could do what I enjoyed without having to struggle with debt and how I'm going to make this payment and all that. And so when I told her that I didn't want to go to college, she was completely against it. She's like, no, you're going to college. Like, you have to go to college. Oops, sorry. But I was like, no, like, it's not going to work for me. College isn't for everybody. I don't believe that college is for everybody. Some people, yes, but me personally, I knew I wasn't meant for college. But I did go. I went 2 classes. Don't plan on taking any more, but at least I did it. I can say that I did go to college.
That's a good way to put it. Because here is my opinion. With the world that we live in, and you gave a perfect example of YouTube, right? Mm-hmm. YouTube as a general element is free. Mm-hmm. And you can find pretty much any education on YouTube or any courses like the one you talked about where you don't have to go to a formal 4-year college education.
Absolutely.
And I'm not a proponent of college education at all unless you are going to become a doctor or a very specific profession. My opinion in general, somewhere between 10 and 20% really, really need to go to 4-year or longer college. The rest of them, they can go to a course like what you did,
yeah.
learn about it, and NLP, Neuro-Linguistic Programming as an example. On Udemy, which is another website where you have a lot of courses available, I bought a course for $12, which was a 20-hour course that my children have watched already, and my children are 11 and 16.
Wow, yeah.
And Neuro-Linguistic Programming, you can pay a lot more money for that. But for $12, they have the basic understanding of Neuro-Linguistic Programming. I bought an app for $5 and another one for about $20 or $30, maybe something more. And my daughter learned how to read at 1,000 words a minute.
Wow.
So, I mean, all of this is available.
Yeah.
So let's turn to your business because I want people to know what you do. So you are in online marketing.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about who you help. What are the people, clients you help?
So what I do is I help small businesses get more leads and revenue and sales using online advertising. So that can go from Facebook advertising, that can go from Google advertising, that can go from search engine optimization. And that's like the basics, you know. Before, it was just search engine optimization. That was all people really did. Like, there wasn't no Facebook ads or Google ads. And now that that's new, like, that's the thing that makes millennials with that edge against the rest or the people who've been in the game for a while, because they're not used to the new technology and all the advancements that are happening, and we grow up with it, so we already know about it. So I implement Facebook ads, Google ads, and I specifically target small businesses because those are the people who are most likely that need help, because there's a lot of business that don't know that advertising is important. They don't have budgets set for advertising. They don't advertise. They think they just get some business cards, pass it around, and as soon as they open up shop, they're going to have customers. That's not how it goes at all. You need to have money for advertising if you want to run a successful business 9 times out of 10 at a time.
Sure. So how did you get your first few clients?
I actually got underestimated so much. Like, nobody wanted to test me because I was trying to get my first client, and I had no testimonials, nothing to prove myself. I was just this 18-year-old kid that had a good dress, you know, I dressed good. That's all I had. So I messaged people on Facebook, and I added a bunch of people off of LinkedIn and stuff, and just trying everything. And then finally this one person there was like, hey, I'm running a tow truck company and I wanted to, give you a chance. And I was like, thank you. Thank you. I will show you everything I do. So he went from getting like 5 calls a week to getting like 30 calls a week. Yeah. From just after the first month, he saw drastic improvement. He was able to get a new truck. He was able to get all these new renovations, completely changed his business on a decline. He completely did a complete 180 on his business after working with me.
Well, I'm sure he must be very grateful that he ran into you and gave you a chance, because actually it helped him, which is, I think, very interesting that most people don't realize is by reaching out and helping other people, you're helping yourself.
Exactly.
And it's just a process of learning and growing. Now, what separates you from obviously your competition?
So there's a thing in the marketing industry people don't talk about, but there's a such thing as giving out fake leads. So what I mean by fake leads is companies will have, I'm not going to say any names, but companies will have clients and they'll give leads to their clients, but they give those same leads to other clients. So they're trying to convert clients that already got converted by another person.
So these are not exclusive leads?
No, they're not exclusive. All of my leads are completely exclusive to that particular person. I do in their location just for them. I don't do multiple people in one location. The person who comes to me first in that location gets all the leads. That's how I.
So geo-targeting, basically.
Yes, absolutely.
Very good. Fantastic. So what are some of the tips you can give for people who are watching, maybe not be ready to hire you, but they want to know, can Brett teach me a couple of things that I could benefit from even if I didn't?
Absolutely. If you're running a small business and you don't get enough leads, you don't have enough sales, definitely reach out to me because I'm very nice. I'm very easy to get to know, and I can help. I do consulting options. So if you want to, for some reason, do it yourself, I prefer to let me do it. It just lets you do your business while I work in the background. But if you do particularly want to do it all yourself, I can walk you through step by step just how to do it, how to optimize it, everything.
Wow, that's fantastic. And again, let me go back to asking, what are a couple of things that people may not be doing that you can say, yeah, go ahead and do it?
Taking risks, giving people a chance. There's a lot of new people who are new to their specific job, and they just want to get that good break so that they can show people what they're capable of. And I said that in so many messages. I was like, I know I don't have any testimonies, just let me show you what I'm capable of. I even did like a money back guarantee thing.
Sure.
And people still didn't want to give me a try. I'm like, it's money back guaranteed. Just give me a chance and I'll
Correct.
show you. So after I got my first client and I was able to show testimonials, then that's when it started to come on an incline and I was able to get more clients.
More clients from that perspective as well. Very good. And is there any one particular type of business that you like to work with, or it's a number of different types of businesses? What is your preference?
I prefer realtors. Realtors are really easy to get a lot of clients for. Dentists, doctor offices, or plumbers are perfect as well. But like, I can work with all. If you need leads, I can help you. That's how I see it. It doesn't matter if you have a unique business. I can still talk with you. We can work out a plan, and I do a free digital marketing strategy. So I'll give you your strategy of what to do without even paying, and then that's like free info to help your business already right there. You could run away with it if you know how to do it, but
if you know how to apply it, and you can actually be consistent with the strategy as well.
Exactly.
So how do people get hold of you, Brett?
You can contact me via Facebook. It's MIH Marketing. It's a page. I have it. You can find me on LinkedIn, Brett Byrd. I'm not sure if you'll put like the link or something.
Well, we will do that, but I think people need to understand MIH is Make It Happen.
Oh yeah, MIH that's the name of the company, MIH Marketing. When I first created it, I was like, I gotta make something happen, so MIH was born, Make It Happen.
Well, there are a lot of different types of people. Most people watch things happening. Mm-hmm. Like for example, I must admit, like YouTube came out a long time ago. I haven't mastered it. I haven't maximized it. And I know Google has been around forever. Facebook has been around forever. And most of us watch while other people are benefiting from the opportunity, because those people, just like you, were willing to take a risk, put enough action behind it, so they were able to make it happen. And the world needs more people who make it happen, not people who comment, not people who stop you from doing things, but people who actually are willing to set a goal, have a plan, follow the plan until they actually get the goal that they were looking for.
Absolutely.
And that's what I love about talking to you. I've seen your spark and energy. I've barely known you for a short time, but in a short time, you have really impressed me that you are somebody who I can trust the future of the country to be actually on shoulders of, because you are willing to do the things, take risk, learn new skills, and market yourself.
Yeah.
And then you're helping other people market themselves as well. Any last words you want to say, Byrd, before we wrap up?
Once again, thank you for having me. If you're on the edge about being an entrepreneur, just really just go out on a limb. Trust your gut. If you feel like this is for you, then just give it a try. The worst that can happen is you fail. If you fail, you just get back up. That's the life of an entrepreneur. You're going to hit struggle times, and just get back up. Don't quit. If that's what you really want to do, then just go for it. Make it happen.
Be relentless, right?
Relentless.
Yes,
absolutely.
Words of wisdom from an 18-year-old, and I'm sure you enjoyed it, and some of you, like me as well, can remind ourselves, let's take the risk, take the chance, and persist. Thanks again, Brett, for coming.
Thank